Have you ever heard of the name Nikola Tesla? Maybe you know that he is one of the most famous inventors in history who invented the alternating current, induction motor, and Tesla coil. But do you know his life story? You probably don't. Most people don't. Today, we will talk about his amazing life and figure out some lessons from it. He was born on July 10, 1856 in modern-day Croatia. And his childhood was not easy at all. His family wasn't rich, so he had to work in the fields and didn't have much time for school. Even though his father wanted him to be a priest, Nikola was more interested in science and machines. When he was 9 years old, he started dissecting animals to understand how they worked, which got him in trouble with his parents. He said that even when he became an adult, he still loved taking things apart and putting them back together. That's why, when he was 14, his dad sent him to study electrical engineering. However, after just 3 years, he left school and traveled to Paris where he got a job as an electrician. But unfortunately, after just 2 weeks, he lost his job because he spent too much time experimenting instead of working. He continued traveling around Europe and eventually came to New York City in 1884. At first, he had a hard time finding work because no one believed that a foreign engineer could help them. But eventually, he met a businessman named Charles Proteus, who gave him a chance and hired him for his company. Together, they created an induction motor that was much better than anything else on the market. It was so successful that George Westinghouse bought the rights to it and made Tesla famous. But their partnership didn't last long. After selling the induction motor, Tesla wanted to move on to other projects like developing wireless communication, but Westinghouse didn't want to invest in those. So Tesla left the company and started his own laboratory. There, he invented many new devices, including the Tesla coil, which is still used in radios today. However, none of those inventions made him rich. In fact, he died practically penniless. So what is the point of this story? Why should you care about this guy who lived over 100 years ago? The answer is simple. Because he changed our world forever. His inventions like the alternating current system and the induction motor are still used today, and they made our lives easier and more comfortable. Without his work, we wouldn't have electricity or the internet or even be able to watch this video right now. So who was Nikola Tesla? And why is he so important? We can learn many valuable lessons from his life. The first lesson we can learn from Nikola Tesla is that he was a curious person. He always asked questions and tried to find answers. For example, when he was just 7 years old, he took apart a watch and tried to figure out how it worked. Even when he grew up, he never stopped being curious. He always had many questions about the world around him and never stopped learning new things. That's why he was able to invent so many amazing things like the alternating current system and the induction motor. If we want to be successful in life, we need to be curious and never stop learning. Curiosity is what makes us humans different from any other species on Earth. It's what drives us to explore new things and discover new knowledge. Without curiosity, we would never have accomplished anything great. If you want to be successful, you need to be curious. Ask questions, explore new things, and never stop learning. Another thing we can learn from Nikola Tesla is that he was persistent. He never gave up even when things were tough. For example, when he was young, he wanted to become an engineer, but his father didn't agree. So Tesla had to convince his dad by studying hard and getting good grades. Even when he became an inventor, he faced many challenges. People often laughed at his ideas and thought they were crazy. But Tesla didn't care. He knew that his inventions would change the world, and he kept working until he proved them wrong. We can learn from Tesla that if you want to achieve something great, you need to be persistent. Don't give up when things get tough. Keep trying, and eventually you will succeed. Never let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big or that you can't do it. With enough hard work and determination, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. The next thing we can learn from Nikola Tesla is that he was a genius. He had an amazing ability to come up with new and innovative ideas. For example, he invented the alternating current system, which is still used today to power our homes and businesses. He also invented the induction motor, which is used in everything from fans to electric cars. These inventions changed the way we use electricity and made our lives easier and more comfortable. If you want to be successful, you need to be smart and quick-witted. You need to be able to come up with creative solutions to problems and think outside the box. This doesn't mean you have to be a genius like Nikola Tesla. It just means that you need to be willing to learn and open to new ideas. If you want to be successful, you need to be smart. Learn from those who are smarter than you and never stop improving. Another thing we can learn from Nikola Tesla is that he was a visionary. He had a clear vision of what he wanted to achieve, and he never lost sight of it. For example, he knew that his inventions would change the world, even if other people didn't believe him. He also had a clear vision of how electricity should be used to power our homes and businesses, and he fought hard to make that vision a reality. If you want to be successful, you need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and be willing to fight for it. Don't let others tell you that your dreams are too big or that you can't do it. If you really believe in something, then go for it. With enough hard work and determination, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. In conclusion, Nikola Tesla was an amazing inventor who changed our world forever. He was curious, persistent, smart, and visionary. If we want to be successful, we need to follow in his footsteps and learn from his example. So ask questions, explore new things, never give up, think outside the box, and have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. If you do that, then you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Now it's time to ask you a question. What did you learn from Nikola Tesla? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you liked this video, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.